Hey Broston Junior High, my name's Jenna and I'm so excited to be speaking to you today about having grit. I think being described as having grit is one of the most amazing compliments anyone can give me, because I believe this means that someone saw my strong work ethic, my toughness, and willingness to do anything and everything I can to fight for my dreams, which I truly think that I've developed here at Priceville Junior High. I am currently a junior at Priceville High School, where I've been on the varsity girls basketball team since the 7th grade and a starting point guard since 8th grade. As of now, I have around 20 Division I full college scholarship offers to some of the best schools in the country. I believe my success can be attributed to my grit.
What most people don't see or haven't seen, and most people don't know about me, is that most of my success started when I was in middle school at Priceville Junior High. When I was in 6th grade, I was practicing at night in the same gym as a high school senior who signed early to play college basketball. I watched her every night work as hard as I'd ever seen anyone work. I left at night, went home, and worked for days on the things that I saw her do, so that when I would see her again, I could show her that I was becoming more and more like her. She and I had played one-on-one against each other for months, maybe even a year, and I lost every single game. One night before she left for college, I begged her to play me. That night, I beat her by 1 point. Honestly, it was the greatest feeling in the world, because I felt like that night I could actually play in college one day, just like her. Most people also probably don't know or remember that when I was in 7th grade, I was moved up to varsity, but I couldn't do everything they needed me to do in practices and games because I wasn't as quick and as strong as I needed to be. That feeling of knowing I needed to get better caused me to start working on my strength, speed, and agility. I started leaving after school to train, and I would get home around 6 o'clock at night on Mondays through Thursdays. It only took a few weeks for me to feel like I was getting stronger and quicker. I've never wanted to stop working on that. I'm actually now in my 5th year of strength and speed training. Also, I'm not sure people know that I'm one of the most competitive people you'll ever meet. So over the years, every time I realized that I had to get better at something, I'd go to the gym at night and I'd work and work to get better. I've also watched more game film on myself than you'd ever believe. I've even attended between 75 to 100 college games trying to learn how they do things, so I could get better by doing what they do. To be able to do all this, I have had to make some sacrifices along the way. I've had to sacrifice time with my friends while they were out doing things outside of basketball. But I've just always been afraid that if I took too much time off, that I wouldn't be able to be the best basketball player I could be. The last thing I'll share that most people don't see is that every year when my high school season ends, I try to list the things that I need to get better on, and I start my off season with the goal of trying to improve on those things for the next high school season. I practice and play with my AAU team March through May. In June, I practice and play with the high school team, and I go to college camps as many available days as possible. I rejoin with my AAU team in July, and I usually play around 30 more games to finish off the summer. When you see me in August, when school starts back, I've spent months and months working to be better than the last time you saw me. One big thing that drives me is that I've always wanted my school to be proud of me and how I play. The following advice has helped me so much, and I believe it can help anyone be successful. First, set a goal of being the best of whatever you choose. When I was your age, I chose to be the best basketball player I could be. Second, try to get better every day. Whether I'm working on shooting, ball handling, passing, or defense, I try to compete with yesterday. I try to make more shots than I did yesterday. I try to keep the ball tighter and lower than yesterday. I try to have less turnovers and more steals and charges than yesterday. Next, always believe you can work to get better. Don't ever let someone tell you that you're as good now as you need to be. This one may be the hardest to overcome, but believe me, people are wrong when they say you can't. I've been told I may never be good enough, score enough, quick enough, or even be strong enough to play at the college level, but I've been determined that I would put in enough work into all these things to prove them wrong and achieve my dreams. I would advise you to also have a big heart full of love for others on the same path as you. I've always loved my teammates and coaches with everything in me. I've loved celebrating all their successes as much as my own. At the end of every practice or game, I hope my teammates have always felt that I did everything I could for them to be successful too. Finally, and most importantly, be thankful and appreciative to anyone and everyone who helps you achieve your dreams. I have amazing family, coaches, teachers, trainers, teammates, and friends who've all played huge roles in helping me be successful. I hope they all know how thankful I am for each and every one of them.
And I rise like the day, I rise up, I rise unafraid, I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times. the silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. You, all we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I